You're watching Fugitive Red Eye, and welcome to another one-off review. Today I'm going to be reviewing the movie Jigsaw. During development, this movie was called Saw Legacy, and it is the 8th film in the Saw franchise. Let me start off by saying my expectations were not great, because I think this film had a particularly bad trailer. But I will be happy to say that this film is another pleasant surprise this year. I actually really liked this movie a lot more than I was expecting to. The basic premise is this is years later and another game has started up. And all the evidence points to it being John Kramer, the Jigsaw killer, doing the killings, which doesn't make sense because he's been dead for years. And I don't want to say too much because I don't want to be a spoiler, because I think this is an awesome film and I think everyone should check it out. But I will say this. It definitely has the twists and the mystery that Saw typically has. There's a big kind of what the fuck moment about halfway through the film, a little bit more towards the end, that is going to throw some people off. And it's not what it seems, I promise. If you've seen it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Just push through to the end of the film. Everything does get explained, and explained really well. This movie does have plenty of gore in it, as do all the Saw films, but the effects aren't spectacular. They're pretty good, but they're nothing special. I was never one who was in it for the gore. I was always in Saw for the story, and in my opinion, this did not disappoint in that regard. The only returning original cast member is John Kramer, or the voice of Tobin Bell for John Kramer. So, that's always nice to have, but didn't have any of the other characters, Dr. Gordon or anyone else. Which, was a little bit of a thing that kind of turned me off at first, but actually I thought it was really done rather well, and like I said, it felt like a Saw film. What I don't get is people try and say it's more goofy or lighthearted or it's more like less of a serious and more of a fun film. I did not get that vibe at all. It felt like a Saw film to me. If you're a longtime fan of the Saw franchise and you've liked all the sequels, then you'll like this one. At least that's what I feel, because I loved it. And honestly, I can't wait for the next if they do more. Anyway, this has been Fugitive Red Eye, and you have a great day.